What's going on, guys? Mickle here, and wow, what a crazy day in the markets. It looks like we have entered full-on capitulation, and we are seeing red all across the board in stocks, in cryptos, and pretty much every asset class out there. I've seen a ton of fear all over Twitter and a whole bunch of different places. In this video, I'm going to go over why I do not think it is time to panic yet, and some charts I am looking at that I think are still relatively bullish. I think some of these charts are really important to be paying attention to right now, because with all the bears in the market, so many people selling their assets, it is creating some fantastic buying opportunities for the long term. At the end of the day, many of these cryptocurrencies are priced extremely cheap compared to their long-term potential, and it is creating a fantastic buying opportunity to accumulate these things for the long term. Now, it's not always going to be easy, but this is how generational wealth is created, and buying in times like this is how the real money is made. Now, with all that said, this negative price action was actually very, very good for the Ripple SEC case. In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how this negative price action actually destroyed one of the SEC's main points against Ripple, the company. This is actually extremely ironic, and I have a feeling Ripple will actually be able to use this day as evidence in this case. Last of all, guys, we just got some extremely bullish news on a new crypto asset that I just started accumulating. This is a crypto asset that will bring DeFi to XRP. I believe it is significantly undervalued and a fantastic buying opportunity right now. Make sure to stick around till the end of the video to see that. If you guys are new to this channel or come here all the time, please take a second to hit the like and subscribe button down below. It goes such a long way in helping to support this channel, and it means so much to me. If you guys are ever looking for a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out the link in the description below. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, I want to start out this video and show you this clip I came across today, because I think it is extremely damning for the SEC's case against Ripple. We know that one of the biggest issues the SEC has had in this case was William Hinman's speech giving Ethereum a free pass. The biggest issue about this speech was it really put the SEC in a pickle where they couldn't say it was his personal opinion or that it was SEC guided, because both options essentially would tank their case against Ripple. If they said it was SEC guided, the SEC would have to compare Ethereum to XRP, which they would never be able to do because XRP is less of a security than Ethereum. On the other hand, if it's all Bill Hinman's personal opinion, well then they have to hand over the emails, which we now speculate actually stated that XRP was never a security either. This is why the SEC has tried to ping pong between these two arguments, but the fact of the matter is, it is looking more and more likely that this speech was official guidance, and this is a huge issue for the SEC and something I don't think they're going to be able to get out of. So let me play this clip for you, and then I'm going to explain to you guys why this is so bad, and this is really going to hurt the SEC's case, because they are essentially going to lose both arguments at once.
Absolutely. I think we can definitely foresee greater clarity and information coming out of both agencies. I'm not sure quite when, but I can tell you that working with the SEC on these issues and a whole host of issues has been a big part of what I do. I have the privilege of talking with Chairman Clayton often several times a week, but very frequently. And I know this is an important item for him as well. For our part, we have tried to provide as much clarity as possible. To your point, it's really important that people understand what the rules of the game are, and then they can innovate accordingly. We have made the determination, based on the SEC's determination that it's not a security or an investment contract, that Bitcoin and Ether are commodities falling within our jurisdiction.
So right there, this guy meets with Jay Clayton multiple times a week. He works at the CFTC, and he states that the SEC has told him that they do not see Bitcoin and Ethereum as securities. Well, this is a huge problem for the SEC because it plays perfectly into Ripple's fair notice defense. If this guy works at the CFTC and meets with the SEC 3 times a week, and he was under the impression that Ethereum and Bitcoin were not securities based on the SEC's guidance, then that's clearly what the rest of the market thought. This means that the SEC has been lying and purposely misleading the court, trying to say that they didn't guide the market when they were clearly telling people internally in the government that it was SEC guided. This is a huge credibility hit to the SEC, but also proves to the court that any logical person did think this speech was SEC guided. This is going to be a huge problem for the SEC and plays perfectly into Ripple's fair notice defense. If multiple members of the SEC and CFTC who worked with the SEC came away from this speech that it was guidance to the market, then why would Ripple think anything different? Ripple clearly saw the SEC gave guidance saying they do not think Ethereum's a security and came away with the logical assumption that XRP isn't a security either. This is a huge problem for the SEC, and the more videos like this that keep coming out, the weaker the SEC's case gets. So guys, now I think it's critical that we talk about the current price action going on in the market. I'm going to show you guys a chart that I think really shows that you really should not be panicking yet. And this actually turned out to be a very good thing for the Ripple SEC case, and I'll show you why that is after this. So I saw this tweet from Crypto Bull 2020, and I thought it was pretty interesting. He said there's absolutely no reason to be bearish on XRP at the moment. Price is still trading above a higher low. Only if price breaks below and closes 48 cents will I have concerns. Until then, rocket ship. And if we take a look at this is a super interesting chart. We clearly have this long-term support right here that XRP has been maintaining above for a very long time. We can see that the XRP price continually makes higher lows, which shows that it is still in an uptrend and it has not broken below this trend line yet. Now, Crypto Bull seems to think that we are relatively bullish as long as we stay above this trend line, and I have to say I completely agree with him. I haven't been paying attention to this chart up until now, but one thing I have noticed is that XRP has yet to reverse and seems to be making steady higher lows, which is always a bullish sign. So far, we have maintained above this trend line, and I think buying at this trend line based on past history is a very good move. Until we break below this, I see the price action as still relatively bullish, and at the end of the day, we are simply looking at noise. We know in the long term, XRP is still significantly undervalued compared to the rest of the market. Most other cryptocurrencies are trading well beyond their 2018 high, and XRP is yet to make a move above these prices. At the end of the day, if XRP goes to the $10 to $20 range, does it really matter if you bought at 48 cents or 68 cents or at $1? You're still making fantastic returns, and that's why it's so important to focus on the long term. Right now, we see a lot of blood in the streets. No one's happy with the price action, but these are the times where you really accumulate wealth. I remember back here in 2021, when the SEC first brought this case against Ripple, the price of XRP absolutely cratered. But my XRP buys at this time netted me the most XRP for my dollar, and now I look back at them and only wish I bought more XRP. Whenever we have scary times like this is always how it ends up being. You always end up coming away wishing you bought more, and I just think this is another one of those opportunities. Until we break below 48 cents, it looks pretty good to me, and I think this is just going to end up being a massive buying opportunity. But the good news is despite the fact that we are going through these negative times right here, it was actually very good for the SEC case, and you guys need to see why that is. So just today, we got a huge announcement out of SBI, specifically involving XRP. Stephen Hubert tweeted out, "All right, I found out why we're dropping. SBI has announced that the first XRP payment channel for cross-border payments with Africa has been opened up." Obviously, he's being sarcastic right here. He's pointing out that we just got extremely bullish news. Another payment channel using XRP to move money all around the world has just been opened up with one of the biggest remittance corridors in the entire world. And what does the XRP price do? It drops. Well, you're probably thinking, how could that possibly be good news? Well, John Deaton tweeted out, this would have been a nice piece of evidence to file in an expert report. And what he's pointing out right here is that the SEC tried to make the argument in this case that XRP only moves in a positive direction when Ripple announces a bullish announcement. Well, once again, today, we see another example of Ripple making an extremely bullish announcement and the XRP price acting negatively. It's so obvious at this point that XRP trades with the rest of the market and Bitcoin still dominates the market. Ripple's announcements have nothing to do with the price of XRP, and I think when the court looks back and sees evidence like this for herself, it is going to become more clear than ever that this entire expert report that the SEC has been trying to push into the court is a load of BS. We have seen time after time the price of XRP does not move with Ripple's announcements, and this is one of the SEC's strongest piece of evidence for why XRP is a security of Ripple. If I was the SEC, I would be extremely worried about this being my best evidence because as an XRP holder, I wish the price of XRP moved on these Ripple announcements. But at the end of the day, it doesn't. The SEC can't do anything about that. Once again, this whole argument is completely blown up, and we see that XRP moves completely independent of Ripple, and this is just another huge problem in the SEC's BS case. Last of all, guys, I wanted to let you know the cryptocurrency that I added to my portfolio today, and that is Songbird. The reason I added Songbird and I wasn't going to do it is actually because Hugo Filion came out with an announcement that they're going to try to make Songbird a governance token for the Flare protocol. In my opinion, this gives Songbird a lot more staying power and is going to give people more of an incentive to hold the Songbird token. When I look at the price of Songbird, I see this thing completely bottomed out. For me, it really can't get much more volatile. Almost everyone who has sold the asset has already sold it, and it's ranked number 3,000 on CoinMarketCap. I think this is way too low for Songbird. I think this at least deserves to be in the top 500, maybe even top 200, and I see this being heavily accumulated when some of this sell pressure wears off. I have seen this chart so many times in crypto. It drops massively, it trades flat for a couple years, and then boom, it pumps to the moon and makes this initial drop look like nothing. You can barely even see it on the chart. One of my other favorite things about Songbird is you can use it to earn more rewards in a Bifrost wallet. So because of that, I added some Songbird. Nothing crazy, but at these prices, why wouldn't I? And I also wanted to just let you guys know I got my Songbird on Uphold, transferred it to my Bifrost wallet, and boom, now I'm earning rewards on it. I think it's a great buy. Once Flare is launched, I'm going to be accumulating Flare very heavily. I wasn't going to get too much Songbird, but like I said, at these prices, why not? And last of all, before you guys go, I just wanted to say, be fearful when others are greedy, be greedy when others are fearful. This was Warren Buffett's quote. Everyone's heard it before. Warren Buffett doesn't like crypto, so now it's my quote when it comes down to crypto. I hope everyone has a good night. Try not to look at the charts too much. Understand that in 10 years from now, you're going to look back at this and say, why didn't I buy all of it? Anyway, have a good night. And for now, Mickle out.